in part of my living room. It's not a huge house, so it's just a small part of the living room. Hi, I'm Kelly Kathleen, aka Cat's Journey. Just went and got my blood work done for the doctor. So I've done that. I want to get this done, then I can eat. I'm hungry and I've waited too long and I can get sick if I don't eat, so I want to make sure. So, all right, we're back. Let's see, we did diet and exercise, Weight Watchers, and now we're back with Body for Life. And I actually had to look it up. I had to look up the book because I couldn't find my book. And now I have these packed away somewhere, but I packed things away in 2019 and I still haven't found some things. So Body for Life, it was by Bill Phillips and it came out in 1999, which sounds about right because we're kind of up to the year 2000, 2020. Whoa, no, 2000, yeah, 2000. So the 21st century. And so I started Body for Life. Body for Life is a program I really liked at that time of my life because I would have been 25 years younger. Wow, so that would have put me in my late 30s. Yeah. So yeah, I really liked Body for Life. It was, you ate like a 90-10. 90% good, 10% bad. So basically what you did is 6 days a week, you ate precise and you watched your carbs, but you can still have some carbs, but you still watch your carbs and you'd have to read through the program to know the exact percentages and everything. I don't remember them and I'm not going to go look all that up. But so you watched your carbs, you watched your protein, you ate a fairly balanced meal, probably a little more protein heavy, and you worked out 6 days a week. So you would alternate weights one day, cardio the next, weights, cardio. And from my recollection, we had to do it in the morning. So I would get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and my oldest was 14 then, and she wanted to do it with me, at least the exercise program, the working out, because she started working out and lifting. And so we had made our home gym and we were working out and I would get her up and, oh, have you ever tried to get up a 14-year-old? Yeah, it's not easy, but she did. She got up and did it. And so we would lift upper body, chest and biceps, tries, delts, back, and then the next day we would do cardio. And then the day after that, we would do leg day. And then we would come and do cardio, and then we'd switch it around to another weightlifting type of thing, whether it's upper body or a combination. Sometimes we would do back and legs and chest and arms. So we kind of switched things up a little bit. But we had free weights. We had dumbbells, barbells. We had a Smith machine. And so we could do all sorts of things in our little home gym. And we were able to do that. And we did that for about a year. I mean, I really liked getting up and working out, believe it or not. I don't like to get up early in the morning, but getting up and doing it at home was really nice. If I would have had to go somewhere, I wouldn't have done it. But the fact that we had this equipment at home and could do it at home in the morning, and it is actually a program I really highly recommend because then you got a cheat day. And so Sundays was our cheat day. And, oh my gosh, you could have ice cream, whatever. And you ate whatever you wanted for like one meal. You had like this one huge thing. And, it was very decadent that day, but you lost weight. You lost weight until I hit 180 pounds. So like I say, I would pick up 5-10 pounds and then I would get on a program and I could lose down to 180. but I could not get under that 180. I don't know what it is. I don't know if my body's set pointed there. That's the thing I don't know about Zepbound. Is that going to be my set point? It still makes me nervous a little bit for that. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to have to be very vigilant when I get to that point and to really watch my eating. And I hope I'm not like lackadaisical about it. You know, I hope I hopefully with this being such a program that the appetite suppression is such as you titrate up. So maybe I'll make a titration goal for that I won't do like 10 or 12.5 until I hit that 180, so I can hopefully pop through it. So who knows? Because right now I'm doing pretty good. I've lost over double digits, and we'll get to that once we get to it, once we get to this time frame. But yeah, so I did Body for Life, loved it, highly recommend it. I just saw that there's a Body Life for women. There wasn't a Body for Life for women then. But yeah, a really good program. And you know, we kept our muscle mass going. Even now, when I look at my Renfro app, my muscle mass is high. It's in the high scale. So I'm really happy for that. But I do want to lose the fat. I do. I want to lose it. Doggone it. So yeah, so Body for Life. So let's see, what are some honorable mentions? You know, we still kept having fun with our cardio, with the workout videos, so that was still fun. Fortunately, my husband gets up early and leaves for work early, so we didn't disturb him at all or anything. So yes, we did that. I was thinking the other day that there were other things that we had done at this time, you know, just watching our weight and everything like that, but not any big diets. Body for Life was the kind of the big one we did. Oh, we started about that time. I was looking for a new doctor, and I found one at teaching college in Iowa City, Iowa. And so I went to that, and there was a woman who was a specialist in PCOS, and she was doing all sorts of case studies. And like, I did a spit test for her. I had to send a spit vials out to my parents in Colorado, and they did spit tests and sent it. And so we were part of this big case study. Then she moved to Ohio. Now, I know there's a big weight loss clinic in Cincinnati, Ohio. But I don't know where she went, to tell you honestly, because that, again, in the 2000s, early 2000s. So, yeah, so I did that for a while. And she actually put me on metformin, because metformin is one of the things that is supposed to help women with PCOS. The thing for metformin is it too did not get me past that set point weight. I could not get past the 180. So, or under the 180. I got past it. I didn't get under it. So, yeah, so I was doing metformin. I was doing Body for Life, working out, and I did the Body for Life, honestly, for a good year. Even after that, I still incorporated working out and trying to get up in the morning and do some exercise and stuff like that. So that was kind of something that stuck with me for a very long time. I don't know that I could do it to that intensity at 62, but late 30s, early 40s, yeah, not too hard. Not too hard. It was good, and it was a good intensity. My daughter loved it. I mean, she did it so well. Now she's a physical therapist, so she has her doctorate in that. So yeah, she has kind of stayed in that area, working with the elderly. I love it. She has such a kind heart. So yeah, she's working with the elderly in-home care and at a nursing home, so for physical therapy. So yeah, so we did that. We worked out hard. It was a good program. I can't say anything bad about it. It was great watching what you eat 6 days a week and then having a free day. I still kind of think that is a nice way to be, you know, be really nice and good and then do that. Because like, I remember Denise Austin, even way back in the day, she always said 80-20, 80-20. That was the best way. Eat 80% of the time, eat clean and healthy. 20% you can have your things. that didn't work so well for PCOS. PCOS is one of those things that you have to be pretty strict and you have to be really good almost all the time if you're not getting anything to help you or anything to aid you. So yeah, that kind of stunk. All right, these videos are way too long, so now let's go real quickly into the weight loss. And I'm going to put up some charts here or here somewhere. I'm going to put up some charts. So I was so confused last time because I started on the 23rd, but you're only on in a week, like the week later. So that was kind of the weigh-in. So yeah, so I had gotten you through where the first week, it looks like I lost 2 pounds and then 1.4 and then like 0.4. So yeah, so I had lost all that. And then after doing it 1, 2, 3, the 4th week, it looks like I was at 4.4 pounds is what I lost for the 4th week, first month. So basically the first month. And then the next 4 weigh-ins, which would put me at another month, I was down to 214.2. So that would have been 3.2 pounds for another 4 weeks. So there was 1 week, let's see. So I went to 17, was after the first 4 weeks. And then the next week I lost a pound, so I was 216. And the next week I lost 0.2, so 215.8. Then I went up to 216 again, so then I gained 0.2. And then the next week I popped down to 214.8.2, so I lost 1.8. So I think sometimes when you have a week where you gained weight or you lost minimally, you should have like a good drop like the next week or the week after that. So it took me 2 weeks. So try not to get discouraged because you should have a drop that's coming. It's just that your body is adjusting or you ate extra salts or things like that. Water weight does a number to women especially. You know, I feel like we really get bombarded by the water weight, excuse me. So yeah, so things that I noticed. Sometimes a little nauseous, not too bad. I'm taking a Miralax. That's not Miralax, I take the generic. But that seems to help me with going to the bathroom. I have found if I eat at a good interval in the morning and not try to fast too long, I will not get as nauseous. So I can prevent nausea from the get-go by doing that. I have some Tums by my bed just in case I get a little nauseous at night. I like the chewy ones, not the chalky ones. I don't know. I don't count those calories. I probably should, but I don't because they're trying to make my stomach better. So I didn't notice anything too out of the ordinary. Still, I was doing it in my stomach at that time. So for the first 2 months, I did 2.5. So that's what I did. And I was very happy with it. And I think that was the best for me starting out, is to stay on it for 2 months so I could adjust, before titrating up to that 5.0. So then come on, I do want to say one thing with the one weight loss that was a 1.4, and it kind of dropped. I was getting ready to do the 5.0 milliliter and go up, or milligram, I don't know. We'll get back to you on that. But I was getting up to go to 5.0. And so I had 2.5s left. So I did a 2.5 on a Monday. And then I did another one on a Thursday to kind of get my body prepped for that 5.0 on the next Monday. And that's when I saw kind of a quick drop. I almost feel like if I could stay on like 2.5 and do it twice a week, I almost feel like that would do really good because I really didn't have much nausea or anything like that. I mean, it was very minor. And then once I go into 5.0, you'll see that my nausea had kicked up and all that kind of stuff. But now it's starting to subside a little bit. So yeah, so I almost feel like, gosh, if I could do that, that would be really nice. But yeah, things are going good with the Miralax. It's keeping my, habits, my bathroom habit okay. Yeah, feeling pretty fine on 2.5. 2.5 was very good to me. I didn't lose a lot, but I knew I wouldn't lose fast because I have PCOS. I'm a slow loser. I'm a turtle. I am for all of the slow losers who are turtles. It's just the way it is. But it's still losing. Even that 1 week that I gained, I tried not to be too crazy because it was only 0.2. Only 0.2 I gained. So I guess I was listening to someone and they said you should weigh at different times, just so that you don't get too psychologically messed up, because you may have a day that you had a little more salt and the water weight, and so it pops up. And if you're only weighing once a week, she said, then maybe that would frustrate you a little bit. I think that was the GLP-1 code, girl. Yeah, the girl code, the GLP-1 girl code, something like that. She's really good if you want to look that up, and she's been around a lot longer than me, so you probably already know who she is if you've seen my channel. So yeah, so I think she's the one who kind of mentioned that weigh a few times, so that way you don't kind of freak out when you see that you went up like 0.4 or something like that, because it could be salt that day. It could be, now I'm postmenopausal, so I don't get those cycles, but for women, our weight fluctuates terribly around that time, our body weight, as far as fluids and things like that. You can even see in your face, you get puffy. So yeah, so that happens. But yeah, so 2.5 was really good. Body for Life, highly recommend it if you are younger and you love to work out in the morning. I think it's a really nice way to work out. I really do. I think it has a lot of common sense and all those good things. But I'll tell you more next time, because my doctor in Iowa City, when she put me on the metformin, she recommended another program, and she said this, in her estimation, at that time in like 2001, 2002, was the best thing for a woman on PCOS, or who has PCOS, because it was the best way of eating. And it is still relevant for today. And there are people who are following different types or factions of this program, and it works very well for them if you follow it like the book writes, and not follow it like Crazy Town. Some people are so crazy about if one is good, maybe 5 is better, type of thing. So, but yeah, if you follow the program, it worked out pretty good. I liked it. And then after that, I get a real crazy diet. Yeah, not super proud of the one after the one I'm going to tell you about, but I did it, and it's the only thing that got me below 180. So you have a great weekend. It is my Friday. Blood drawn. I'm ready to eat. I'm going to go bowling with my husband's work peoples and have a good time. It's turning chilly here. Hence I have my little spooky season. I feel like it's September. I have a right. I can start putting out things. I got some other things over here that you cannot see. But yeah, so have a great weekend. This is a Midwest goodbye. That's what my husband told me last time I did this, when he watched the video, and he's like, you're giving the Midwest goodbye, because it goes on and on and on and on until you finally say, okay, I'm out. See you next time. Remember, even 0.2 is a loss, and a 0.2 gain is probably water weight. So keep up the good work. We can do this. I know we can. I don't know about after 180, but we can do it. Have a good day. Bye.